Tell me about your start to the 2021 season. I mean, it's been a great one for you, and really. And I was talking to your skipper Joe Aralt about it. It's been a breakout year. It seems like for you. You've been pretty happy so far.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely happy with my performances so far. I'm just happy to get into a full season for the first time, actually play in front of fans. A lot of energy out there that I just feed off of.
Yeah. So a lot of you guys are playing at the full season level for the first time, right? I mean, this is
Correct.
the first experience coming from short season ball, whether it be in Rocky Mountain or the AZL. So this is it's a lot, right? I mean, playing every day in that many games.
It's definitely different. Definitely different.
Well, tell me about the experience going up to Biloxi recently. You got a chance to go up there, and then obviously back now with the Mudcats, but you get a taste of Double-A. What was that like?
It was definitely different. They carry themselves way more professional than we do, but at the same time, it's still baseball at the end of the day.
Well, and you were drafted with a lot of those guys, right? So you've known a few of them, I think, for a while, maybe.
I known them by like name. The only players that I actually know were Webb, Strzelecki, Bryce Terang, and Tristan Lutz.
Okay. Well, those are all names that we know well here. I mean, they were just here with the Mudcats when we were at the Advanced Day version of the Mudcats. Then, Strzelecki, you guys were both going to go to South Florida, right? Or you were going to go to South Florida, and he did. Is that right?
That's correct.
How far back does that relationship go?
2018, I want to say, the year he got drafted, or he got picked up or drafted, whichever one it was.
Yeah. Well, what was that process like for you? I mean, I was trying to do a little bit of reading on you, and you kind of came down to the last minute whether or not you were going to go to South Florida coming out of University High School in Florida, or sign with the Brewers and ink that dotted line.
So for my experience with it, it was kind of crazy. At first I wasn't getting my numbers, so I was like, okay, I'll end up going to school. I mean, USF, both my parents went there, so it almost felt like it was destined for me to go there. And then just sitting down, having a conversation with my parents, my pops kind of pushed it forward. He's like, hey, like, we're all about school. My father's a principal, so got the school background there. He's like, but you never know if you'll get this opportunity again. And to feed off of that, they're going to be paying for your school no matter what. So school is always going to be there, but baseball won't.
You think you'll go back one day?
I actually take classes in the off season. I go to Daytona State and trying to get my AA.
Okay. What, anything in particular that you're hoping to get into?
Well, originally I wanted to be an anesthesiologist, but that's a lot of years of schooling that I fell behind with baseball. So I've been looking into it more, and I think I want to become like a coroner after baseball's all said and done.
Interesting. Okay. Well, hey, so tell me about this season in particular. What was one adjustment that you made coming into this year compared to obviously nothing in 2020 for everybody? That was the case, but coming out of 19, what you were planning on doing in 2020 and then here to 2021, what was like one adjustment you might have made?
I'd say mental game. I try not to get too down on myself or get too up. Just try to stay at like a mellow level, just in the middle. Let everything come to me, absorb everything, and learn from it.
Is there any new pitches that you're trying to work on right now?
My slider, actually. I picked it up in the off season. Pitching Carson Cross, we had a Zoom call in the off season. He was saying, hey, both your fastball is really good, your curveball is really good. You need to get a third, fourth pitch to put into the mix. I always had a changeup, never really threw it. I think it's pretty good. But the slider just felt easy to throw, and I feel like I can throw it any count, just about wherever I want. What's up?
So obviously with the way that the game is done now and the way that Carson is teaching these things and all of you guys is it's really advanced data, right? Really advanced computer systems. How long did it take you to kind of not buy into it, but begin to be able to digest all that information and be able to use it to your advantage?
I'd say it took pretty much the whole off season, because even now it's still a little bit like a foreign language where some of the stuff I don't get, but I mean, he breaks down the other team's swing patterns, what their hot spots are. So it's really helped. I'd say it took a cool year, the whole off season.
I had a conversation with Joe a couple nights ago after you had pitched. As we record this, it was just a few days ago. I think in the last road series, had a really good outing in Kannapolis in particular. Stranded, I think, a couple of guys on base you might have inherited or something along those lines. But Joe was talking about something you were doing in the offseason with a friend of yours who you were pitching to, maybe. What was he talking about there? Do you know?
So it could either be like we got into bands a lot, and every day we would long toss as far as we could go, and 3 times a week coming in we'd do our pull downs, see how hard we can throw, and then we'd go off the mound probably like 70% off of each other, take ABs, all that fun stuff,
And
pitchers being pitchers. It was, I'd say, probably my best friend. His name is Julio Medina. He was at the University of Tampa. So during that like Christmas break when he was home, and then a little bit of COVID period, me and him threw every day together, worked out together, went on bike rides, just everything.
And that helps?
Yes. I'd say I've definitely put on good weight and got my stamina up. I've gotten feel for throwing all my stuff just from all the reps we were doing.
Oh, it's an interesting workout to go after, and clearly it works. So good for you. Appreciate you doing this, and best of luck the rest of this way, man. This season, continue doing what you're doing because it's clearly working, and it's been fun to watch.
Thank you.